Hello, everyone. It's that time again. Sorry, I'm moving the tripod. But time for another. This is commentary with Ozzy Rose. The topic is give. This is what gave me the inspiration for this topic. Probably about 30 minutes ago, I was strutting back here to my favorite Wendy's here. And a woman, I guess she was trying to pull out of her home on the Southwest Drive. And I seen her had her window down, and she was saying something to me. So I took my headphones off. I said, "Ma'am, are you okay? You need some help?" And she said, no. She said, "I heard what you were saying on your show." I think she said about your late mom and your late wife. And she goes, "Here, I want you to have this." She said, "It's not much." And I looked down and it was a $5 bill. I don't like accepting anything from people anymore, but I just didn't have the heart to insult her and say no. I said, "Well, thank you, ma'am." I said, "God bless you." I said, $5 may not seem like much to you, but it helps with whatever I do have. So I said, it's going to supplement, so it's going to help. She said, "Correct." She said, "I seen you a while ago, and then I tried to get to you then, and then she said I couldn't, and you down here." So it might not have been her home. Maybe she was just trying to stop me. I said, "Yeah, for a human, I'm pretty fast." I said, I'm not faster than a car. I'm not even faster than some humans. But I mean, I'm pretty fast as far as a walker fast. I walk fast. I don't run. But, I looked at it as she was the good Lord sent her to me. And it does supplement the money with the money that I have. So that's why it gave me the inspiration for this topic of give. Sammy Hagar had a hit once, a solo hit called "Give to Live." In the lyrics it says you have to give to live. I don't believe you have to do anything. I know he meant well by that. But I think it's true. If you give, you'll be rewarded somewhere down the line. I tell people that all the time. It's not how much you give, it's the heart behind the gift. And that's what it means to me. It's the heart behind the gift. She could have given me $5,000, and her heart would have meant more to me than the $5,000, because that's what I look at, is the heart. My friend Charlie Rosin taught me that. For my birthday a couple of years back, or a year and a half ago, he gave me an oatmeal cream pie and a cold Mountain Dew. He said, "I know it's not much, Ozzy." He said, "But it's the heart behind it." I said, "Correct, Charlie." And I've always looked at that way. If someone done anything for me or gave me anything, I always looked at it, it was the heart behind it. And that's like me. I give. There's not a lot that I can give, but I do give to people. Sometimes it's only a cigarette. Sometimes it's a pack of cigarettes. Sometimes it's food. Sometimes it's advice if I'm asked, or sometimes I just listen to someone that needs to say something. And it's not the amount of the gift. Charlie was right. It's the heart behind it. I've always looked at that in my entire life. But used to, how I was I wouldn't accept no help from no one as far as that goes, or a gift of any kind. I would say no, because see, that was kind of how I was brought up. But it is an insult to someone, I think, if you say, "No, I'm fine, I've got money, keep your money." It would insult them and piss them off. So, I mean, I really don't like accepting help from no one, especially when I don't need it. But I just can't, for the life of me, piss them off like that, because I'm not like that. I never was about disrespecting people anyways, and it's an insult, and I just can't do that. There's others like me that was raised that way, that you help any and all people, whether you know them at all. You give whatever you can give to help them, whether it's free work, whether it's whatever, money, whatever. But if you need help, you go without. That's how I was raised. My grandmother on my mother's side was full-blooded Indian. She was half Cherokee and half Blackfeet. I found out through the grapevine my dad's mother was half-blooded Cherokee. So I've got a lot of Native American in me. I was raised kind of the Native American way from my mother and my grandmother. But I don't believe you have to do anything. I know Sammy meant well by that song. Don't get me wrong. I'm not knocking Sammy Hagar. I've never seen him in concert other than with Van Halen the first year, 5150 tour. And I know he meant well by that song, so I love the song, by the way. I believe as far as me goes, I don't have to do anything either. But it's nice if you do give. It's very nice. I mean, I understand the people that don't give. I understand that they got their reasons. You know what I'm saying? It's not for me to judge that. I don't judge people anyways. I don't believe you have to do anything, but it's great if you do give, whether it's your time, work. I've done a lot what I call free volunteer work my whole life, which is giving back. Some people say, well, it don't matter. Well, it does matter. It truly does. I've done free volunteer work. I've gave my ear just to listen to someone. I've gave my last cigarette away when I knew I had no more funds to get it. I would pick up butts off the street. They told me that that person needed it more than me. You know, I will always give. I started giving at 5. That's how I was brought up, though. You know, even if it was someone I didn't like at all, if I could help them in any way, I'm going to. You know, if they would let me. You know. So my friend Charlie Rosin was right. You know, Charlie's a giving man, and that gift of the oatmeal cream pie and the cold Mountain Dew meant the world to me. And Charlie was the only one that gave me anything for my birthday, and that meant something too. Not that I was expecting anything from anybody. I wouldn't. I never have. But it meant the world to me when Charlie Rosin did that. Charlie's a good friend. I like Charlie. Charlie's a good old boy. He's about a year older than me. And he's a good old boy. He's got a real giving heart, and Charlie does give a lot. I can't say where he's at because the type of work that he's in, but I was glad I got to know Charlie. Charlie is a good person. You know, there's a lot of good people like me and Charlie, like Mr. Freddie Green in town here in Jonesboro, Arkansas. Freddie's been doing the strutting for businesses he works for 3 years, and more power to Freddie. Freddie knows I think the world of him. Freddie gives in all the other ways too. It really hurt my feelings when I seen Make-A-Wish the other day that I should have volunteered like Freddie to get money from the vehicles people giving. Instead, I had things I had to do plus my strutting routine, but I did try to focus on them, and you know, I tried to help what I could right then when I seen them on Highland and Caraway. But it really bothered me that I didn't volunteer my time. So I can tell you what I'm going to do next year. I don't care what my schedule's like. When the Make-A-Wish Foundation volunteers are out here in Jonesboro, I'm going to be one of them. If they'll let me be, I will be one of them. And yes, I will be strutting to get the monies from the vehicles. So yeah. So I hug Freddie. I always hug Freddie Green when I see him. I thank the world of Freddie. Freddie is such a giving man, and he don't want no praise for it either. He's like me about that. When he gives and volunteers his time, no matter what it is he's doing, he doesn't want any praise for it. I'm the same way. I never did want any praise. I didn't expect any praise. I don't expect a thank you or anything. It means a lot when you give your time, whether it's, like I said, free work or whatever it is. You know, it does make a difference, and it means the world. You know, so yeah, that woman. You know, when I went on, because she had to get out on Southwest Drive, I said, Lord, I guess you sent her to me. I don't believe people meet by chance either. I never did. It told me she's got a real giving heart. And there's a lot of people that do. I think there's more people that give than people that don't. But even for the people who don't, there's some that used to be real giving, then they quit for whatever the reasons were. Then some don't don't believe in it. And that's okay. You know, I believe there's a lot more people giving than not. You know, if anybody ever just want to say, hey, Ozzy, I just need, which there's been that a couple of times, I just need someone to talk to. I've always said it's great to be a good talker, but it's even greater to be a good listener. And I'm all for that. Anyone ever needs to talk to me. There's been a couple. But any way I can give back, I try to, So, I know there's a lot of y'all out there. Here in Jonesboro, I've seen it. It puts a smile on my face when I see somebody giving to somebody else, especially someone that's more or less fortunate than I am. It puts a smile on my face. There's lots of things that puts a smile on my face, but that's one of them. I don't believe you have to give to live, but I believe it's a great thing if you do. No matter how little or how big. I believe the Lord will reward you somewhere down the road. But anyways, that's what gave me the inspiration for this topic, was that lady. I don't know what her name was. It don't matter. The Lord sent her to me. So I hope y'all liked this commentary segment. Until the next one, I'm Mr. Ozzy Rose. I hope everyone has a great night. God bless you all. We'll see you here tomorrow. So long, everybody.